Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Stevenson.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
And this one too low.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And he will have a Patriots 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man complete. That's Stevenson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
After the sack on 1st down, Jones got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown! Hunter Henry. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, Prescott rolling to his right.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First down carry by Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Prescott out to his left. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup on the receiving end from Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball.
And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Henry. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
They're going to try and throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
A quick throw caught out wide by Bourne.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So that'll back him up 5. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Prescott flushed out right. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A first down throw for Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. Touchdown. That's caught. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break. Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Our two teams making their final preparations for the second half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
Pollard to return from the end zone.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the...
As he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Matt Judon just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On the move to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off.
And the Pats force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. It's brought in by Harris.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Dorrance Armstrong just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield.
And now off to the races, down the right side, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Kendrick Bourne, 78 yards.
And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Prescott, rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play here for Dallas.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Prescott steps away. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get them about 5 yards.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Now Jones. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Lamb to return it. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Prescott out to his left. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Now Dak. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here's Dak. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So here now is the kicker, Nick Folk. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So here now is the kicker, Nick Folk. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So here now is the kicker, Nick Folk. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And the 13-year man puts it through. And it'll be a good time in the Back Bay tonight. The Patriots have won the football game.